Okay, we are going to learn Prismacolor drawing techniques with colored pencils. Now, Prismacolor pencils, they are not the same as Crayola pencils. Prismacolors are soft and you can layer them. And that's what makes them special, and that's what actually makes them very expensive. So you want to take good care of them, and after I go through all of the techniques, then you'll gain a better understanding for why they're so special. I have all my pencils sharpened that I'm going to be using, and I'm going to start by showing you blending and layering, and that's one of the key things that Prismacolors can do. Alright, I'm going to start with just what is this? This is a marine blue. And I'm working on black paper because the Prismacolors show up really well on black paper or brown paper. White paper, it sort of gets a little drowned out, and you can get really bright highlights when you're working on the black paper. So here I'm just going to put down a nice light layer of this pretty blue. And I think I'm going to come back in with a little bit of green, and I'm just going to go over top of it, and look how nice that covers it. It's blending in there. I'm layering. And then I'm going to take my blue, and I'm going to do a little bit more. Nice soft layer first. You don't want to go too dark too quick. Come back with some more green. Maybe I want to add in a little yellow, which if I mix over top of the blue, it's going to create its own green. And then I'm going to put some over top of the green. And when I apply it, it brightens up the green a little bit more. The fun part is taking the white and doing your bright highlights. And when you're working with Prismas, white will probably be the last color that you use because you're going to use that for your bright values. And look how nice the white shows up over top of what you put underneath. This is what makes these special. I'm blending it. I can make it a brighter value with just a light layer of white, or I can really push it and get something really, really bright for those highlights. And that's blending and layering. Now we're going to move on to hatching. Hatching is just what it sounds like. You're going to just use lines of color. Small lines, long lines, thick lines, thin lines, and layer them. And I'm going to use red and orange. You can see that your eye will blend them together even though you're just putting lines down. It also creates nice texture. And I'm going to go in with the complement and put in some green. Beautiful. Look at that. Now we're going to go over to cross hatching. Let's see, I'm going to use a violet, a little lavender, light color. Cross hatching is just like it sounds. Same, you start off with hatching, and then you cross it. And this will give you some darker values if you want. And you can cross hatch in different areas. Let's see. To deepen it up. And you have less lines will create a lighter value, and more lines will create a darker value. And that's a really cool tool. And you can also do curved hatching, cross hatching, where you're going with the shape, but your lines are just curved.